Which peacetime regulation would have gotten your entire unit killed downrange? Weapon safety cards. Little laminated cards we had to carry at all times on base. You couldn't touch a weapon without filling one out first. The card had 20 boxes you had to check. Verify serial number, confirm ammunition type, record time and date, get supervisor signature, all before you could even load a magazine. Staff Sergeant Nolan Keith was obsessed with these cards. Made us fill them out perfectly every single time. One mistake, you'd start over. Missing signature, start over. Wrong date format, start over. This is how we prevent negligent discharges, he'd say while inspecting our cards with a ruler. Attention to detail saves lives. We hated it. 15 minutes of paperwork just to go to the range. Everyone complained constantly. My buddy Curtis would groan every time. We're infantry. We need to be able to grab weapons and go. This is ridiculous. Keith wouldn't budge. Regulations exist for a reason. Follow them or face consequences. This went on for 2 years. Thousands of safety cards, perfect compliance, 0 negligent discharges. Keith was proud of his record. Then we deployed to Afghanistan. Forward operating base in Kandahar province. Small outpost, maybe 40 soldiers total. First night there, Keith called formation. Handed out the safety card booklets. Same rules apply here. No weapons handled without proper documentation. Our platoon leader, Lieutenant Wade Sterling, looked confused. Sergeant, we're in a combat zone. These cards are for training ranges back home. Keith shook his head. Sir, regulations don't change based on location. Safety is safety. Sterling didn't push it. Let Keith run his program. So we kept filling out cards, even on guard duty, even during patrols. Keith would inspect them randomly, hand out corrective training for errors. Week 3, everything changed. I was on guard duty at Tower 2, midnight shift, quiet night, nothing moving outside the wire. Then I heard it. Metallic scraping against our perimeter fence. Voices whispering in Pashto, maybe 5 or 6 people, hard to tell in the darkness. Standard procedure said grab your weapon, call it in, engage if threatened. But my rifle was locked in the arms room. I'd have to get Keith, fill out a safety card, get it signed, then respond. I radioed the command post instead. Possible hostile activity, east fence line. Need authorization for weapon access. Keith's voice came back. Copy, I'll bring the cards up to your position. Sergeant, there's people cutting our fence right now. Understood. Maintain observation. I'm grabbing the card book. I watched through binoculars as they cut through the wire. 5 insurgents carrying weapons and backpacks, probably explosives. They were inside our perimeter before Keith arrived with his clipboard and safety cards. Okay, let's get you armed, he said, clicking his pen. I'll need your weapon serial number first. They're already inside the wire. I understand the urgency, but we still follow procedure. That's when Lieutenant Sterling came running up. He'd heard the radio traffic, saw the situation immediately. Give him the weapon, now. Keith hesitated. Sir, without a completed safety card, I can't. Sterling grabbed my rifle from Keith's hands, threw it to me. Shoot anyone who's not supposed to be here. I engaged the first insurgent at 30 yards. The rest scattered. Quick reaction force responded, detained 2, killed 1, 3 escaped. Next morning, Sterling relieved Keith of all weapon control duties. Your safety cards almost got us killed last night. We're done with them. Keith tried to argue, said we'd violated policy, could face consequences back home. Sterling cut him off. The consequence of following your policy was enemy inside our wire. I'll take that Article 15 if it comes. Worth it. We spent the rest of deployment without safety cards. Weapons were accessible immediately. Keith sulked but followed orders. 3 months later, different night, same scenario. Insurgents hit our perimeter with small arms fire. This time we returned fire within seconds. Drove them off before they breached the fence. 0 casualties on our side, all because we could access weapons instantly. After deployment, we returned to base stateside. Expected major fallout about the safety card violation. Instead, our battalion commander called Sterling into his office. Turns out Sterling had documented everything. Written a detailed after-action report about how peacetime regulations created combat vulnerabilities. The commander read it, sent it up the chain. 2 months later, new guidance came down from division headquarters. Safety cards were now optional in combat zones. Commander's discretion based on threat level. Keith got reassigned to logistics. Never ran a weapons program again. Last I heard, he was teaching supply chain management at a training base. Sterling made captain ahead of schedule. His AAR became required reading at the infantry officer basic course. The guy who cut our fence that night, we captured him 6 months later during a different operation. Intel questioned him about the attempted attack on our base. He said they'd been watching us for weeks. Noticed we always took 15 minutes between detecting threats and returning fire. Figured they could plant explosives and escape before we responded. Then one night you shot back immediately, he told interrogators. We thought you'd changed tactics. Never tried attacking that base again. We hadn't changed tactics. We just stopped filling out paperwork in the middle of firefights.